What's up, everybody? It's SirBlazeMore, and this is a brand new GTA 5 creator tutorial showing you guys how to create the turtle slide. This is a relatively new stunt in GTA 5. Basically, you come down a slanted ramp on your roof and then come down another half loop to the ground. There's a bunch of different variations on this, and you can even make it into your own variation if you want. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, make sure you click the like button and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Alright, so the first step when building the turtle slide is you're going to have to build a half loop. If you already know how to build the half loop, you can go ahead and skip ahead. If not, I'm going to go through it real quick. So basically you just put down a small ramp, put down another small ramp, pick it up, drag it on top, get it lined up, and switch it to the machine box, and just switch glitch it on. So left and right on the D-pad and press A, and you just do that again, and right on the D-pad A at the same time, left right A. There we go. And now once you get up to this one, you're gonna have to use the chevron sign. So go over to your signs, go down, go right, and then go to chevron sign, then go back up to signs, hit right on the D-pad and A at the same time. Oh, I'm sorry, left on the D-pad. Go back, left on the D-pad and A, just like that. And just keep continuing this process until you get up to 9 ramps. This one can be a little tricky to get on. It's at the very tip of the ramp. Sometimes you have to push it over and then drag it back just really slow. So you find that sweet spot right there. Just switch glitch that on, and now you're going to go to the back side and use the right chevron sign to switch glitch it onto the back. You want it to look like that right there. Whoops. Get your ramp lined up and just switch glitch it on. There we go. And now for the top section, you just want to have 9 ramps. Also 9 ramps like this. And facing this direction, I mean. And that'll give you a good exit point for the turtle slide. Alright, so once you got 9 small ramps going up in this direction like that, you should be good to start building the turtle slide. But first you need to go ahead and put 2 green containers on top of the half loop. These ones right here. This is going to help give you a nice smooth exit from the half loop. So you get it something like that right there. And then you're going to need to go over to crates and boxes and switch to like the small wooden box, or maybe the cash crate. You can even do it with the cement bags, but you have to push it so close it makes it kind of small. But we'll go ahead and do it with the cement bags. It's a little bit easier. So you just left and right on the D-pad and press A at the same time, and then just do it on the other side. Get them kind of lined up. That's good enough. Alright, so now once you have it like that, you can go ahead and start building the turtle slide. I usually build mine with starting with the small ramp. So you want to just go ahead and place the small ramp, pick it up, and lift it up by pressing in on the left stick. Drag it up here, and you want to push. You can push down on the right stick to push it down, and you want to just find a good starting spot. This can be a little tricky, might take a few tries, but you want to be a little bit lower than the width of one container, so maybe something like that, maybe a little bit lower, so maybe like that right there. And this can take a little bit of adjusting so you get the right height. So maybe something like that. That looks pretty good. And we're just going to go back and switch glitch these green containers on. Get it lined up with that one. I think that should work right there. Alright, so now we just want to switch glitch onto the other side. Get them lined up. Alright. Let's go ahead and test this out, make sure we don't hit our heads as we're coming through. Switch to something like the entity. I'm already on entity. Okay. Perfect, yeah, so that's a really good height right there. And now all we're going to do is continue the green turtle slide. So let me show you how to do that. So you're going to want to get your right chevron sign that we were using earlier, place it down, pick it up, press in on the left stick and drag it inside the container, probably over here. Actually make it a little bit lower than the container, and you want to have right here on the edge. That's probably a good height right there. You'll know you don't want to be able to see the point of the arrow. You want it just about that height right there, and what you're going to do is drag it back, something like this, and then switch to your ramp. And I usually go vertical for this so you can see pretty good, and you want to get your ramp lined up with the edge of the door of the container, so like that, and get it kind of in the middle here. And you're gonna have to switch glitch it by pressing left on the D-pad and switching to your electrical box, and switching it over with the right on the D-pad and pressing A at the same time. Now what you're going to want to do is just go ahead and put some more containers on there. So grab your cement bags, place them up here, get it lined up where you need it, drag it down so we can get the maximum distance, and switch glitch it on. So it's a little bit of a gap right there. Let's adjust it a little bit more, but you do want it to overlap like that, but maybe not quite so much. That's a little much. So let's try this again. Alright, so that looks pretty good right there. So let's try that out. Alright, so yeah, that's a little bit better. See, now there's no door showing, but there is a little gap, but that'll work good for you while you're turtle sliding. So now you just come over here and do the same thing. There we go. You want to go ahead and grab your ramp out of here so you don't forget about it. And you just keep continuing this process as long as you want to make the turtle slide. So we'll do it a few more here. So switch to the chevron sign, drop it down, get it lined up with the arrow. So that's pretty good. That might be a little high, but we'll go with it. Let's see how it looks. So let's get our ramp lined up with the door. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's pretty good. Could be a bit higher, but we're just going to go with it. Alright, now I'm going to grab the ramp out of here. And we'll just keep continuing the slide. So we'll go back to our right chevron sign, pick it up with the left stick, drag it in, drop it down a little bit. Alright, so that's how you build the slide. I'll test it real quick and then I'll show you guys how to build the exit ramp coming off the other side. You can just end the slide just coming off the end of the slide. You don't have to have an exit ramp, but it is pretty cool to have one. So it's just like that.
Don't make no fucking sense.
So let's do the ending slide here. Alright guys, so when you're building the exit ramp for the turtle slide, there's a couple different methods. You can build a half loop up from the ground to try to catch you, but you're going to have to end up using like medium ramps and stuff to get the angle correct. But I'm going to show you a method that I've been using where you start the ramp up here on top of the turtle slide and work your way down. So what you're going to want to do is just select your small ramps, put it up on the turtle slide like this, and then just press in on the left stick for just a second just to raise it up off the turtle slide and pull it back. Pull it back to about here or so. Yeah, that'll be good. Just so the edge of the ramp is at the edge of the turtle slide. And go ahead and put a ramp on top of that ramp. And one more ramp on top of those two ramps. This one you're going to have to switch glitch on. Like so. And then you can go ahead and delete the bottom two. And then all you're going to want to do is start move glitching ramps onto the back. So like this. And you just go up and down with the left stick and press A at the right time. Right when the cursor lands on the other ramp. That'll allow you to place that on there. Okay, and just keep continuing this method until you can't place anymore with this method. And then I'll show you what you do from there. And once it gets to about that point, you can actually come over to this side and move glitch them on like this. So now once you get to about this point, you're going to need to build a ramp up from the bottom to meet that. But let's go ahead and test it and make sure it works pretty good. It looks like there might be too high of a gap right here. And eventually what I usually do is I put barriers on the side of the green containers to guide you into the exit ramp. But we'll do that here in a minute. Yeah, so that works pretty good. So basically now what you want to do is build like a ramp coming up to that to meet it. This can take a few tries actually to get the alignment just right. So you want to turn your angle completely around. It's easy out here because you can use these lines to kind of guide you. So like that is a perfect angle. And the tough part's going to be judging where to line it up from. If you kind of spin around like this, you can kind of line it up right like this. Let's see. It's just going to kind of be a guess, and then I'm going to take a look at it and see how it looks. So that's definitely way too far away. Okay, so something like that might be good. It's going to be tough to tell. I may end up having to rebuild this. So you basically just build another half loop. If you want to save props, you could actually build it with like medium ramps or large ramps. It won't be quite as smooth. But this is just how I'm going to do it for the video. So I wish I was a little bit closer because that one's not going to quite do it. See, ideally we'd want to be just a little bit ahead of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all these and then move this ramp forward. Alright, so as you can see, this is not quite right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these and then just move this bottom one forward, you know, a good 4 or 5 feet, and that should alleviate the problem. So we'll get rid of these. Let's see, so I probably need to come forward at least another half a ramp. So something like that. I like to leave the other ramp in while I'm adjusting, that way I can kind of have a reference point. Because I know I'm pretty good as far as being lined up and everything. So go ahead and delete those. And then we'll just rebuild the half loop real quick. So it looks like I might have went a little too far forward now, which kind of sucks. This is the most annoying part, trying to get these ramps lined up. It's always better to be behind this one, but that's pretty bad right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'll delete 2 of these, and then I'll go in and I'll put like a medium ramp here instead, and that'll be a greater angle, but I'll have to move glitch it on. So move glitch a medium, and that's gonna get me a little closer to where I want to be. So let's do another medium and see what that looks like. Okay, that's pretty good. And then maybe I need to do 3 mediums. So, you know, like I said, this part just takes a lot of adjusting and figuring out exactly what's going to work, because the heights are never different or never the same depending on how big you build your turtle slide and stuff. But you know, if you just want to do the easy way, you can just not even have an exit ramp, and then it'll be a much easier design. Alright, that's looking pretty close right there, so I might be able to just slap in a small ramp now. Oh yeah, that's what we want right there, buddy. So I might be able to use a sign See, I'm a little off with my position of the ramp as well, but I think that's good enough. Yep. Okay, so you can see it's not quite perfect. You could go back and kind of adjust stuff to make it right. Like for example, I could take this medium ramp out and get it lined up a little better. Take this one out, get this one lined up. See, that's how you want it to look right there. That way you're not getting hung up on anything. And I think that'll work. I could even, you know, come back and adjust all these ramps to get them perfectly lined up if I wanted to. Alright, that's good enough. And I could always go back and adjust those first three. So that's the basic design. What I've been doing is putting barriers, blue barriers up here. You want to use the smooth side against the thing because that's the side that cars don't get hung up on. And you get it kind of lined up just right with the exit ramp, and then you're going to want to, the only way is to move glitch it up on here. So something like just like that would work. And then go ahead and put one on the other side. Alright, that looks pretty dang good right there. You could even go through and put barriers on the side of all of this, but I'm not going to do that in this video. But I will show you how it looks and runs here, and you should be able to just do turtle slide after turtle slide here. Almost like a looping turtle type thing. And see, you can even put barriers on the sides of the containers at the top of the turtle slide, because if you don't come off the half loop perfectly straight, you won't make it. I usually don't though, just to save props. See, just like that. And then you got a perfect looping turtle. Fun little thing you can build. Alright guys, so that is the end of the turtle slide tutorial. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I hope that you're able to build this design. It's really cool, and it'll add a lot of fun factor to your races. Like I was saying before, you can always add barriers to the side of the turtle slide. That's going to make it a lot more secure as you're going down it, and a lot easier. But yeah, if you guys want to see any other tutorials, make sure you check out my creator tutorial playlist, and you can see how to make other things. And till next time guys, I'm SirBlazeMore. Peace out.